Hello everyone, this is Pal Ponder on Weather coming at you with another video. In this update, we're going to be talking about a major snowstorm for Kansas and Oklahoma, and this will also kind of a transition into kind of a wet snow for the Ohio Valley. So before I do get started, if you do like weather-related content, please subscribe to my channel, as I will upload about 5 videos a week to keep you updated. And I do ask you to share this video with your friends and family on social media. All right, so let's kind of get right to it. Here's the latest watches and warnings, and you can kind of see in this pink shaded area, here is your winter storm warning for much of northwestern Oklahoma into southern Kansas, where they're going to be expecting anywhere up to 10 inches in this zone. And there's parts in the middle here where it could be expecting anywhere up to a foot to 15 inches plus of snow. So there's a lot of snow for you guys coming your way in Oklahoma. And then on the outskirts where this purple shaded area, that is your winter weather advisory, where they can be expecting up to 3 inches plus in that area. And Florida is actually experiencing their first freeze of the season for the Panhandle. And you can kind of see the storm is kind of winding down for you guys in the Ohio Valley. But man, some impressive snow totals coming out of Ohio. I mean, look at this. Concord, 24.6 inches. That is over 2 feet of snow. And then South Thompson, another 2 feet of snow. Chardon, 22 inches. Lyndhurst, 22 inches. South Madison, 20 plus inches. So definitely some impressive snow totals coming out of Ohio. I think I read Cleveland, East Cleveland was like 13 inches. I think Pittsburgh was like 7 inches plus. So definitely impressive snow coming out of that area. Now we're going to transition back to another winter storm that's going to be setting the stage for the next several days. And it's already kind of getting its act together, where they had a couple inches in Colorado and portions of Denver. And that's going to kind of filter down into Kansas and the Texas Panhandle today. It's already snowing in parts of Oklahoma into Kansas. And on the south side, we're getting rain again in Texas and Houston and down in Dallas and much of Arkansas and Mississippi. And then kind of the storm is kind of winding down for you guys in the Ohio Valley and parts of the Northeast. As we take you through Thursday, a lot of the snow is going to fall today in Kansas and Oklahoma, and it will kind of transition into more of a kind of a mixed precipitation later on tomorrow afternoon in Missouri and Arkansas. And again, on the south side, more rain for you guys in Arkansas and Tennessee and much of the southeast. And this will kind of, filter into the Ohio Valley coming up on Friday, where they're going to be transitioning to more of a mixed precipitation. A lot of the warmer air will kind of get mixed in. A lot of the rain will be on the south side again for much of the southeast. And Florida, more rain for you guys in Florida. And like I said, we'll transition to more of a kind of a wet snow, kind of a mixed precipitation for much of the Ohio Valley, getting into the Northeast coming up on Friday. So let's kind of take you back and where we are now. Here's this morning. You can kind of see that kind of expanded the view for you, kind of give you a bigger picture of how it's all going to play out. Here's the latest NAM model. This is a short-term mesoscale model. This is pretty good model on a shorter range. And you can kind of see the transition and starting into Woodward, Oklahoma this morning, where they're already getting snow. And on the south side, more rain moving in from Texas. Now, as we take you through into the afternoon, that low pressure kind of really deepens. Here's the 540 line. So this is the line that's able to snow if they've got precipitation to work with, and they will from this low pressure on the backside. As this kind of wraps around, pulls in that colder air, we'll see that heavier snow break out and Dodge City, Kansas, Pratt, and then much of Woodward, Kansas, getting into Enid. Later on this afternoon, as some of these darker blues really start to pick up, and as well as the snowfall does too. And it's kind of being a kind of a bullseye that I do think around that Woodward, Oklahoma. That's your kind of a bullseye for this storm. We'll get a lot of the rain on the east side, but as this low just kind of parks itself for much of today. This is later on this afternoon, getting into early evening. You can see a lot of the darker blues start to really kind of light up, and southern Kansas and northern Oklahoma border. And again, as we kind of take you through overnight on Wednesday night, this kind of hangs around and it kind of flattens out, kind of elongates as it's kind of moving to the east. And a lot of the snow will just be parked over the same area, dumping some pretty healthy totals starting to pile up in northwestern Oklahoma and southern Kansas by then. But as we take you out to another frame, this will be by tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, around this same time period. We kind of start getting into southern Missouri by then, and northern Arkansas, as that snow kind of moves to the west and kind of on the backside. Here's your 534 line. So this is where your snow line would be still if there's moisture to work with, and there still will be by tomorrow morning. And then as we take you through another frame, you can kind of see it winding down. So this would be early, getting into early after about noontime on Thursday for tomorrow. The storm is kind of winding down now. So a lot of the action is going to happen today and overnight tonight in Kansas and Oklahoma. There's your 534 line. And the snow will move to the east, dumping several inches of snow for southern Missouri and northern Arkansas. Now, as we kind of shift off to, as we kind of get into Friday morning, this will move up to the northeast and getting into the Ohio Valley again, where we do see a kind of a changeover again. So I do think a lot of the areas that got 1 to 2 feet of snow is even going to pile on more snow on Friday. These aren't extreme amounts, but another several inches is on the way for you guys in the Ohio Valley coming up on Friday. And this will kind of be geared towards northern parts. So again, parts of Cleveland, parts of right around the lake area. So we'll have that lake effect kind of mixed in like you saw just the last several days. The kind of same thing happening again, where a lot of the heavier snows will be confined to the northern parts of Ohio, getting into New York or right around the lake. And on the south side, you'll see that rain. And again, I do expect another possibly 1 to 2 inches, kind of a wet snow, and Pittsburgh actually coming up on Friday as this system just kind of move off to the northeast. But yeah, so these are some impressive snow totals, where I do think the bullseye would be right around Woodward, Oklahoma, where they could be experiencing 15 inches plus of very heavy snow. So that is definitely unusual for Oklahoma, but that looks like that's on the table for today, getting into night, and then it'll kind of wind down as we get into the afternoon on Thursday. But yeah, on the outskirts of that, parts southern Kansas, 6 to 8 inches is not out of the question. And on the outskirts where you have that winter weather advisory, that's where you can see those 1 to 3 inch snowfall totals. And as this moves to the west, parts of this will kind of transition into more of a kind of a wetter snow by then, where the snowfall totals will come drastically down. And southern parts of Missouri and northern Arkansas coming up on Thursday. And then as this moves into the Ohio Valley into the northeast, this will transition into more of kind of a wet snow for you guys, again, for the Ohio Valley. And you can see a lot of the areas that picked up the heavier snows will tack on another several inches, heavier amounts around the lake. But yeah, you could easily see another possibly 1 to 2 inches of kind of a wet snow in western Pennsylvania, and then kind of peter itself out as we get into the central and eastern parts of Pennsylvania, where a lot of the moisture just kind of dissipates by then. A lot of the warmer air will kind of mix in as well. So I appreciate you guys watching. Do like this video. Definitely leave your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to catch the latest update, where I protect you before and after the storm.